Tarek El Moussa and Heather Rae Young's relationship has captured the fascination of reality TV fans and HGTV audiences alike. On the surface, they appear to be the quintessential power couple. Tarek is an accomplished real estate investor and television personality, widely known for his HGTV show Flip or Flop, where he showcases house flipping expertise alongside his ex-wife Christina Hall. Heather Rae Young, on the other hand, built a name for herself in the world of luxury real estate, becoming a fan favorite on Netflix's Selling Sunset for her high-end property deals in Los Angeles. Their combined success and celebrity status have painted a picture of a seemingly perfect relationship, a picture-perfect couple living out the dream life of wealth, influence, and glamour. However, as many fans and experts have pointed out, what is presented on screen does not always reflect the behind-the-scenes reality. Beneath the glossy Instagram posts, elaborate HGTV specials, and curated social media updates, subtle signs, or red flags, hint at potential issues that are often overlooked in the spotlight of fame. From fast-moving romance and public displays of control to unresolved past issues, there are aspects of their relationship that warrant a closer look. The story of Tarek and Heather began like a scene out of romantic drama, with a chance meeting that would forever change their lives. On July 4th, 2019, Heather boarded Tarek's boat to greet a mutual friend, completely unaware that this encounter would spark a relationship that would make headlines. According to Tarek, it was love at first sight. Heather later shared a photo from that day, describing it as a very special moment, the very first photo they took together. Despite this instant connection, their relationship did not immediately escalate into romance. Heather reportedly turned down Tarek's initial proposals, including invitations to Paris and Las Vegas, agreeing only to casual drinks. Yet, when they did meet, the evening transformed into a series of deep conversations and extended hours together, ultimately culminating in a budding romance. Within a few months, their relationship escalated rapidly. Tarek planned a grand proposal on Catalina Island, a beautifully orchestrated beachside event complete with candles and flowers. Heather, initially confused, soon realized that Tarek was proposing, and she said yes. Within a year, the couple celebrated a luxurious wedding at the Rosewood Miramar Beach Hotel, an event reminiscent of Hollywood glitz. On the surface, it was a storybook romance, an almost seamless progression from meeting to marriage to parenthood. Yet, experts and fans alike suggest that the rapid pace of their relationship, though romantic, may indicate underlying red flags often present in high-profile relationships, point when the earliest concerns raised by relationship experts involves the speed and intensity of their courtship. Within just 4 days of dating, Heather moved in with Tarek, an extremely rapid progression in a relationship that many professionals consider risky. Relationship coach Susan Trombetti has emphasized that moving in together so quickly can be a warning sign, as it may indicate that one or both partners are seeking emotional stability or comfort without fully processing previous experiences. Indeed, Tarek had gone through a very public and contentious divorce from Christina Hall, marked by legal disputes and high-profile incidents, including a 911 call and an episode involving a firearm. While Tarek claimed the gun incident was a misunderstanding, experts suggest that unresolved emotional trauma from previous relationships can manifest in new partnerships, potentially creating tension or unhealthy dynamics. Moreover, introducing Heather to his children and extended family just 1 month into dating could be perceived as moving too fast, suggesting a desire to accelerate intimacy before fully establishing a strong foundation. While rapid romances can be exciting and sometimes successful, experts caution that skipping key relational steps can leave couples ill-prepared for long-term challenges. Another area of concern highlighted by observers is Tarek's history of anger and potential control issues. During his previous marriage with Christina Hall, there were reports of confrontations and public arguments on set, with incidents serious enough to involve authorities. Even after his divorce, there were continued reports of outbursts, including one 2021 incident on the set of Flip or Flop, where Tarek allegedly yelled at Christina during filming. Relationship coaches note that past behavior often provides insight into present dynamics, particularly in high-pressure situations like reality television, where stress and public scrutiny are constant. While Tarek and Heather appear composed on screen, Experts argue that the intensity of past emotional patterns cannot be discounted. Even seemingly minor power struggles, disagreements, or public displays of frustration can indicate unresolved anger issues, which may influence their marriage dynamics over time. Fans and observers on platforms such as Reddit have speculated about Tarek exhibiting controlling or domineering tendencies, noting instances where Heather appears deferential or compliant, potentially highlighting an imbalance in decision-making or authority within the relationship. Heather's social media presence and public persona provide another lens through which potential red flags emerge. Before dating Tarek, Heather's Instagram content largely focused on her career, lifestyle, and achievements in luxury real estate. However, after their relationship began, her posts shifted dramatically, emphasizing her life with Tarek, engagement milestones, and personal updates about their family. While celebrating a partner is normal, experts caution that an individual making the majority of their public identity revolve around relationship can indicate a loss of personal autonomy or identity. In Heather's case, the shift from an independent, career-focused persona to one heavily centered on her role as Tarek's partner has been highlighted as a possible warning sign. Additionally, incidents such as Heather's tattoo reading, "Yes, sir, Mr. El Moussa," sparked controversy, with some observers interpreting it as a symbol of submission, further feeding narratives about power imbalances within the relationship. While Heather framed these actions as playful or symbolic gestures, relationship analysts have suggested that they may reveal deeper patterns of dynamics where control and hierarchy play a subtle role in their marriage. The pattern of Tarek gravitating toward partners resembling his ex-wife has also attracted attention. Fans and experts have noted similarities in appearance, mannerisms, and style between Heather and Christina Hall, leading to speculation that Tarek may unconsciously seek familiar traits in his partners. While attraction to familiar qualities is not inherently problematic, some experts warn that repeatedly choosing partners who resemble former significant others can indicate unresolved emotional attachments or reluctance to fully process past relationships. Such patterns can subtly influence the dynamic of a new relationship, especially when combined with other factors such as fast-moving romances, public scrutiny, and high-pressure professional commitments. Heather has responded to comparisons with her predecessor defensively, but the continued discussion online suggests that fans and commentators remain curious about the psychological underpinnings of Tarek's choices. Parenthood and family planning have also introduced new dimensions of potential stress into Tarek and Heather's relationship. Heather had publicly shared her struggles with fertility and in vitro fertilization, IVF, providing followers with intimate updates about her journey. The unexpected news of natural pregnancy, which reportedly caught Tarek off guard, added another layer of complexity. While the birth of their son Tristan in January 2023 was a joyful milestone, experts note that navigating parenthood, particularly in high-profile circumstances, can exacerbate existing tensions. Balancing demanding careers, public expectations, and personal milestones requires careful communication and mutual understanding, and experts suggest that early stressors, such as quick engagement, moving in together, and rapid family integration, may pose long-term challenges for marital stability. Another recurring theme in their relationship is the blending of professional and personal life. Tarek and Heather co-star in the Flipping El Moussas, documenting both their real estate ventures and private milestones. While audiences enjoy behind-the-scenes access, experts argue that consistently turning personal life into content can create performance pressures, reduce authenticity, and limit opportunities for private reflection. Sharing every major moment with fans, engagement, wedding, pregnancy, home building, risks conflating public image with relational reality. When a relationship becomes part of a brand, admitting challenges or seeking private resolution may be more difficult, leaving unresolved issues to simmer beneath the polished exterior. Finally, experts point to a potential mismatch in relationship expectations and dynamics. Tarek, emerging from a turbulent prior marriage, may have sought stability and affirmation, while Heather, despite her independent career, may have adopted a highly relationship-focused persona. Rapid escalation, public scrutiny, power imbalances, and emotional investments intertwined with professional ventures create a complex environment for any couple. Relationship coaches emphasize that these elements, while not inherently detrimental, are important to recognize as potential red flags. Addressing them proactively through communication, professional guidance, and personal reflection can help mitigate the risks, but ignoring or normalizing such patterns may lead to long-term difficulties. The in conclusion, Tarek El Moussa and Heather Rae Young's relationship is a compelling mix of romance, ambition, and public spectacle. From their fast-paced courtship and dramatic proposal to their blended family life and reality TV ventures, their story captivates fans around the world. However, beneath the glamour, multiple indicators, from rapid life transitions and power dynamics to social media behavior and echoes of past relationships, suggest areas where red flags may be present. While it is possible that these elements have been successfully managed by the couple, experts caution that acknowledging potential warning signs is crucial in maintaining a healthy and sustainable partnership. In the end, Tarek and Heather's marriage is emblematic of modern celebrity relationships, simultaneously inspiring and cautionary, celebrated for its achievements, yet constantly scrutinized for its vulnerabilities. For fans and observers, understanding these dynamics provides a deeper perspective on the complexities that exist behind the curated television screens and Instagram posts. Have Tarek and Heather Rae El Moussa's picture-perfect marriage been hiding some serious red flags? On the surface, they seem like the ultimate power couple. HGTV star, luxury real estate pro, and two lives full of fame, money, and glamour. But when you look closer, cracks start to appear. Today, we're breaking down the signs that might tell a different story behind the cameras. Tarek El Moussa is best known for Flip or Flop, where he flipped houses with his ex-wife Christina Hall. Heather Rae Young made her mark on Netflix's Selling Sunset, selling high-end properties in Los Angeles and becoming a fan favorite along the way. Individually, they were already stars, but together, their relationship became a brand. Fans watched their love story unfold online, on TV, and on social media. But sometimes the spotlight can hide more than it shows. It all started on July 4th, 2019. Heather hopped onto Tarek's boat to meet a mutual friend, never expecting it would change her life. For Tarek, it was love at first sight. Heather later shared a photo calling it very special, the very first photo we took together. Yet, their romance didn't spark instantly. Heather initially turned down Tarek's early invitations, Paris, Vegas, even casual dates. But when they finally met for drinks, it turned into a night of bar hopping and deep conversations. By the end of the night, they were already FaceTiming each other. Fast forward a few months, and Tarek planned a grand proposal on Catalina Island, candles, flowers, and a dreamy beachside setup. Heather, initially confused, realized he was proposing. She said yes. 1 year later, they had a Hollywood-inspired wedding at the Rosewood Miramar Beach Hotel. It all sounds perfect, but was it really? One of the first red flags experts point to is how quickly their relationship escalated. Heather moved in with Tarek just 4 days after dating. They were already meeting each other's kids and families within a month. Relationship coaches like Susan Trombetti say this can indicate one partner seeking emotional stability too quickly, especially after a messy divorce, like Tarek's with Christina. Rapid progression can skip important steps needed to build a strong foundation, leaving unresolved issues to bubble beneath the surface. That Tarek's history with anger also raises eyebrows. During his marriage with Christina, incidents escalated, including a 911 call and even a gun incident. Post-divorce, he reportedly had outbursts on Flip or Flop sets. Experts suggest past anger patterns can carry into new relationships, especially high-pressure ones in the public eye. Fans on Reddit even speculated about controlling tendencies, noting moments where Heather seemed deferential or compliant. Another red flag involves the balance of power. Take Heather's 2021 tattoo that read, "Yes, sir, Mr. El Moussa." She said it was playful, but critics interpreted it as a sign of subservience. Relationship experts argue that even playful gestures can hint at underlying dynamics. Here, Heather appears more deferential to Tarek, which would suggest a subtle imbalance in decision-making or authority within their marriage. Heather's online persona shifted drastically after dating Tarek. Before, she focused on her career and lifestyle. Afterward, her posts revolved almost entirely around her life with Tarek. Experts like Nicole Moore warn that making a relationship the centerpiece of your identity can indicate a loss of individuality. When one partner's social presence revolves solely around the other, It can create dependence and blur boundaries. Fans also notice Heather shares physical similarities with Christina Hall. Blonde hair, slim build, stylish fashion, and even mannerisms. Experts suggest Tarek may unconsciously gravitate toward familiar traits, which can indicate unresolved attachment to past partners. While Heather denied trying to mimic anyone, repeated patterns like this could have implications for the long-term dynamics of their relationship. Heather openly shared her fertility struggles, undergoing IVF and documenting the journey for fans. Unexpectedly, she became pregnant naturally, reportedly catching Tarek off guard. Their son, Tristan, was born in January 2023, bringing immense joy, but also added stress. Experts note that parenthood amplifies existing dynamics, especially when careers, public scrutiny, and past issues are involved. Rapid engagement, moving in together, and starting a family so quickly can intensify relationship pressure. Tarek and Heather star in the Flipping El Moussas, which document both home renovations and private milestones. While fans love behind-the-scenes access, experts caution that constantly turning your personal life into content can create performance pressure and blur reality. When relationships become part of a brand, it's harder to admit problems or seek private resolution. Meeting Heather just a year after his divorce from Christina raises questions about unresolved issues. Experts suggest that moving on too quickly, without fully processing a past relationship, can bring old wounds into a new partnership. Tarek has occasionally referenced his past marriage publicly, which some experts see as a potential warning sign. So, are Tarek and Heather's red flags deal breakers? Not necessarily. Many couples face challenges, and their relationship might be healthy behind the scenes. But these patterns, fast courtship, power imbalances, social media shifts, echoes of past relationships, are worth noting. They highlight the complexity of high-profile relationships, where love, career, and public image intersect. For fans, understanding these dynamics offers a deeper look beyond the curated Instagram posts and HGTV specials. Tarek and Heather's story is inspiring and cautionary, a reminder that even the most glamorous relationships can have hidden layers. What do you think? Are these just normal relationship bumps or real red flags? Comment below with your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite celebrity relationships. Beyond the surface glamour reality TV and social media posts, Tarek and Heather Rae El Moussa's marriage reveals layers of complexity that go far beyond what fans see on camera. While their story begins with romance straight out of a Hollywood movie, chance meetings, instant chemistry, a dreamy Catalina Island proposal, and a luxurious wedding, experts and observers point to a number of patterns that raise concern about the stability and dynamics of their relationship. One key element is the pace of their relationship, which moved exceptionally fast from dating to engagement, moving in together, and eventually starting a family. Heather moved in with Tarek just 4 days after they began dating, and within a month, she had met his children and extended family. While some might see this as passionate and romantic, relationship professionals caution that moving at such a rapid pace can signal emotional rushing or the desire for stability without fully processing previous experiences. Tarek, coming off a highly public and tumultuous divorce from Christina Hall, may have been seeking emotional security quickly, a pattern experts often cite as a red flag in new relationships. Coupled with Tarek's history of anger, which included incidents during his previous marriage, public arguments, and reported outbursts on television sets, the combination of rapid attachment and unresolved emotional issues creates a fertile ground for power imbalances and stress within the marriage. These dynamics are further complicated by the couple's public persona and social media presence. Heather's Instagram, once focused on her independent career as a luxury real estate agent, shifted dramatically to highlight her life with Tarek, showcasing engagement milestones, wedding preparations, and intimate family updates. Experts argue that when one partner's identity becomes overwhelmingly centered on a relationship, it can indicate a subtle loss of autonomy and personal grounding, which may affect the balance of influence and decision-making in a marriage. Adding to this, Heather's 2021 tattoo reading, "Yes, sir, Mr. El Moussa," though presented as playful, sparked controversy among fans and analysts alike, who interpreted it as indicative of a subservient dynamic. Meanwhile, Tarek's pattern of gravitating toward partners who resemble his ex-wife, similar hair color, build, fashion choices, and even mannerisms has been flagged by relationship coaches as a potential signal that he has unresolved attachments to his past. Parenthood introduced another layer of both joy and stress. Heather, who had publicly documented her fertility struggles through IVF, became unexpectedly pregnant naturally, reportedly surprising Tarek, which underscores how unpredictability and adjustment periods can further challenge even high-functioning celebrity couples. Layered atop these personal dynamics is the couple's professional collaboration on the Flipping El Moussas, a reality show that exposes both their work and private lives to public scrutiny. Experts highlight that blending personal life and professional exposure can create performance pressure, limit opportunities for private resolution, and heighten stress during conflicts. When every milestone, argument, and personal detail is captured for audiences, maintaining a healthy and authentic relationship becomes more complicated. Combine these factors, the accelerated romance, potential control dynamics, social media identity shifts, echoes of past relationships, and a constant public gaze, paint a picture of marriage that, while glamorous and highly publicized, also contains subtle warning signs. They illustrate the challenges celebrity couples face in balancing love, personal growth, and fame, and they serve as a reminder that relationships in the spotlight, no matter how polished they appear, often require careful navigation of both emotional and public pressures to remain healthy and sustainable, in addition to the personal and emotional complexities. Tarek and Heather Rae El Moussa's marriage operates under the intense microscope of public scrutiny, which adds a layer of pressure that few non-celebrity couples experience. Every Instagram post, reality TV episode, and public appearance is analyzed, discussed, and often critiqued by fans, media outlets, and social media communities. While some couples thrive under attention, others find that constant evaluation magnifies small conflicts and accelerates misunderstandings. Heather, in particular, has been highly transparent on social media, documenting intimate moments, such as her fertility journey, engagement, wedding planning, and the birth of their son Tristan. While many fans celebrate this openness, experts warn that public sharing of private milestones can create a performance dynamic where both partners feel pressure to maintain a flawless image rather than address problems authentically. This pressure can subtly shape behaviors, encouraging one partner to prioritize appearances over personal needs or boundaries, which can contribute to an imbalance in the relationship. Moreover, Tarek and Heather's status as a reality TV couple means that even ordinary disagreements or family stressors can be sensationalized, as producers and audiences alike are drawn to drama and heightened emotion. This environment can complicate communication and conflict resolution, as both partners may feel constrained by the presence of cameras or the knowledge that their actions will be publicly dissected. Heather's shift in social media presence, from a career-focused independent persona to one that revolves almost entirely around her relationship with Tarek, exemplifies this phenomenon. By centering her public identity on a marriage, she may unconsciously amplify power dynamics and dependence, which can further complicate the balance of agency between them. Experts note that when one partner's persona becomes primarily relational, it is easy for the relationship to become the central framework for self-worth, making it difficult to recognize warning signs, assert boundaries, or maintain individuality. Compounding these pressures is Tarek's history with anger management and rapid attachment patterns. In a life constantly documented and shared, small frustrations or unresolved emotional responses from past experiences are magnified, potentially escalating into more significant conflicts behind closed doors. Furthermore, the couple's blending of personal and professional life through their show, The Flipping El Moussas, adds another dimension. Filming renovations, family milestones, and intimate interactions creates an environment in which private and public spheres overlap, often blurring the line between genuine emotion and performative storytelling. Experts caution that this blending can make it difficult to address issues privately or process emotional triggers away from the public eye, leaving unresolved tensions to linger. Even aspects that may seem minor, like fans noting Heather's resemblance to Tarek's ex-wife, or a controversial tattoo reading, "Yes, sir, Mr. El Moussa," are intensified by the public gaze, where opinions, comments, and speculation can reinforce behavioral patterns or insecurities. In essence, the combination of celebrity life, Social media exposure and professional collaboration generates a unique set of challenges that magnifies any underlying relational red flags. While their marriage continues to appear polished and aspirational to the public, experts emphasize that the curated reality presented online and on TV does not always reflect the full complexity of emotional, psychological, and relational dynamics occurring behind the scenes. The constant interplay between image and reality serves as both a blessing and a potential source of strain, illustrating how fame, perception, and relational health intersect in the lives of high-profile couples. Fans may celebrate the glamour and milestones, but understanding the pressures of living under scrutiny is crucial to comprehending the subtle, but potentially significant, challenges Tarek and Heather face as they navigate love, family, and career in the public eye. Parenthood introduced both profound joy and heightened challenges for Tarek and Heather Rae El Moussa, adding layers of complexity to a relationship that was already developing at a rapid pace. Heather's public sharing of her fertility journey, including IVF treatments and emotional updates, created a sense of transparency and connection with fans, but also introduced external pressures that many couples do not face. When Heather became pregnant naturally, reportedly surprising Tarek, it highlighted how unpredictable and emotionally charged her journey into parenthood could be. Adjusting to life with an infant is a universally challenging transition, but for a high-profile couple whose personal moments are constantly documented, the stress can be magnified. Beyond the physical demands of caring for a newborn, the couple faced the challenge of integrating Tarek's children from his previous marriage into new family dynamic. Blending families is often cited by relationship experts as one of the most difficult adjustments couples can experience, especially when children are still emotionally connected to a former parent. In Tarek and Heather's case, this process was happening publicly, with fans and media observing every interaction, comment, and milestone. Experts have noted that rapid courtship and accelerated family integration can leave limited time for establishing boundaries, communication norms, and mutual understanding of parenting styles. For instance, Heather had met Tarek's children and family just weeks after they began dating, which, while indicative of trust and immediate connection, could also bypass important steps in assessing compatibility, managing expectations, and understanding family dynamics. The intensity of these early integrations can sometimes create pressure on one or both partners to conform to expectations, suppress conflicts, or avoid addressing underlying concerns for the sake of harmony. Parenthood also demands high levels of patience, collaboration, and emotional regulation, qualities that can be tested if past relationship wounds, anger patterns, or rapid attachment dynamics remain unresolved. Tarek's previous marriage, which ended tumultuously, along with documented anger episodes, has been cited by experts as a potential area of concern when combined with the stressors of raising a child in a blended family. Heather's own emotional journey, from fertility struggles to a sudden pregnancy, required significant adaptability and resilience, further testing the partnership's capacity to navigate challenges effectively. Experts often highlight that couples under these conditions benefit from structured communication, counseling, and deliberate attention to boundaries. However, the pressures of public exposure and reality TV filming may make accessing these supports more complicated. Social media amplifies these dynamics, as fans celebrate milestones but also critique parenting styles, relationship interactions, and even family decisions, creating a feedback loop that can affect confidence and decision-making. The couple's high-stakes lifestyle, combining career, media obligations, and private family responsibilities, creates a unique environment in which relational red flags, such as rapid attachment, power imbalances, and unresolved past issues, can be magnified if not actively managed.